Good day, welcome to the bar. Here we are. It's Halifax, Nova Scotia. We're well into a heat wave now. You know, it's over 30 degrees outside. That's Celsius. Don't know what that means to all my friends who deal in freedom units. I know I'm 5'8", but I couldn't tell you what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm going to turn a couple of lights on here, and hopefully that helps us out. This is dirty, so we'll get rid of it. So you may have seen something similar. There's only so much someone can do with a limited amount of ingredients, and certain how to mix them. So if you're familiar with this drink, or you've already seen it, or something very similar to it, let me know, and I can pull my name off of it. Otherwise, this is Craig's concoction, licensed to chill. It is 1 amber rum. It is 1 part Malibu. It is 1 part cranberry and 1 part orange, both juices. So 1 part, I think with the rum, my original was to go with a Plantaray. This is their Grand Reserve. Now, if you're in Nova Scotia, if you're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, or anywhere served by the NSLC, Nova Scotia Liquor Commission, Plantaray, this is not what you'll get here. This is the $34 bottle or whatever it is. But I believe you get Grand Terroir in the Nova Scotia Liquor Commission. For some reason, I think we used to get this, and then it was fantastic. I love it. I like it. I really enjoy it. Every time I leave the province, I come back with as much, like up to a case of it if I can source that. For the purpose of the license to chill, we are going to be working with a Plantaray Amber Grand Reserve. If you can't source this, then by all means, I have made this with the what I can get here in Halifax, the Grand Terroir, or anything that I've just shown. Maybe not the Smith and Cross. That the Jamaican pot still nature. That's a little sharp for something like this. But if you like it, the best drink is the one in your hand. So Florida Canada, the Havana Club. I would prefer to go to a white rum before I went with something dark like a dark rum. All those dark rums aren't my bag of tea. They may be yours. I'm not going to disparage anyone by any means for liking what they like. That's not where I'm going here. I'm looking to explore what I like and get some, hopefully get some positive feedback, or maybe even negative feedback, or some direction, some guidance. This is all about sharing. So for what I've created in the License to Chill, we're using the Plantaray Grand Reserve. We're using the Malibu liqueur. So this is a standard 40% ABV in the Grand Reserve. The Malibu 21. So it's on the higher end for a liqueur, but just be aware, this is not rum. This is a liqueur. So this is by nature, even though it's going to be 2 ounces or 2 parts, it's going to be a lower ABV. By no means low ABV. So don't start sucking these back like they're iced tea, but lower. And cranberry, I just use a standard cranberry juice, as plain cranberry juice as I could find. And for the orange, like I said, whether you make this with just a regular old juice box or orange, freshly squeezed orange. Both ways, it's great, and I've enjoyed it both ways. Okay, so what are we doing first? We're going to do this. Let's do this in the glass, and let's do this with medium cracked ice. So we're going to make this right in the glass. I think that's proper for the spirit of what we're doing. Again, I'm not particularly fancy with my ice cubes. These are just regular, out of the regular ice cube tray. I do break them up to get some different surface area, some smaller pieces that are going to cool, mix, and blend in faster. And something like this, we are looking to hopefully have a longer period of cooling, because we're not drinking these fast, right? I mean, I'm not your dad, I'm not your mom, or grandparents or aunt or uncle. Anyways, I'm not going to tell you what to do with this, but the intention is to enjoy them as an experience. So this is actually 2 ounces of orange juice. So let's see if we can just get one. Okay, well that was a little more than one. So I'm going to use this. I don't think there's any particularly in there, but just in case. Let's see if we can. If it's a little high on the orange, we'll notice that in the flavor, and we can adjust accordingly. You could stir this as much as you want, really, unless you plan on drinking it quite quickly. It's going to dilute as time passes, especially because you're likely to be having this on a nice warm day where you're looking for some refreshment, some refreshing flavors. This can go back in the fridge when we're done. A little bit of orange juice left there. Yeah, so I mean, I could stir that until the cows come home, but they're not gonna, because I don't have cows. So let's see what we're not gonna get terribly fancy with the garnish, because, like I said, this is I don't know if you would even call this a cocktail. This is a drink that you're going to make when you're not looking for a rum and coke or a rye and ginger or a screwdriver, whatever. But you want something a little more structured, something that you can just slowly work at and really enjoy while you, let's say, chillax, while you relax. See how it goes. Okay, I really like that. My thought process behind this was try to do something with this that didn't really kick you in the head with coconut and general feelings of college dorm room parties. Because this can be a very nice addition to something. It can really expand, can really help grow. So I think this really does. It showcases this, but there's enough else going on that it makes it quite nice. You can, of course, if you were in the mood, you could crush these for half an hour and wind up going to bed at 7:30. Or you could easily walk around and enjoy this socially during a gathering and still have a lingering flavor that you wouldn't have to necessarily just keep sucking on this and drinking it just to have that experience. The coconut does linger, but I think the combination of the orange and the cranberry, the rum is totally gone. The actual rum is totally missing, totally void. I think it's just backing up the ABV and maybe giving it maybe fortifying the Malibu, but not the flavor. It's fortifying its presence, but the Malibu is maintaining its flavor. if that makes any sense. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That was my license to chill during the Halifax heat wave. We'll see you outside. Thank you very much.